Everybody, welcome back to WWTF. We're on the Facts Game Show on MikeC.
And I'm Fred White.
Hey, today we're talking about your favorite system, Fred. The one you love so much, Xbox.
Okay, so as y'all may have known, like I said in the last episode, we usually say, okay, what are we talking about today? You know what I'm saying? And we usually say, okay, this, that, and the third. And sometimes we'll just surprise each other. So I surprised Mike about the stuff that we talked about on the last episode, which I hope y'all not sitting at a restaurant right now ordering any hamburger. But we're doing it again on this episode. He just said something about Xbox. I was like, well, what about Xbox? He's like, you didn't know? I was like, no, but you know, I kept the advisory up because I it may be some fuck shit. So so Mike, what is it?
All right, so Xbox. You know, Xbox has been doing something, you know, as far as these past couple of years, as far as the Xbox. You already know about the price hikes and all this stuff.
Right.
You know, they're trying to get into more homes and appeal to more viewers, and you know, they have they're trying to put Xboxes everywhere to increase the, you know, the ticket of the Xbox, which already increased with all these tariffs and everything as well too. But as of maybe about yesterday or day before, Phil Spencer is retiring, effective on Monday, the 23rd. He's retired from Xbox. His second, that was Sarah Bond, she resigned.
Okay.
So she resigned. Okay, so that already looks funny and funky. You know, granted, Phil been with Xbox a long time. You know, he tried to right the ship after that whole Connect fiasco. But Sarah Bond was supposedly the person he was grooming to be the second. So she's out. When people retire, they don't usually retire like, hey, I'm retiring on Monday. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like some old forced out type of thing. They probably say, hey, it's either this way or that way. You know, hey, but sign this NDA first. You know, with these big corporations, that's what they get you to sign, so you won't bad mouth them, because they still got hundreds of people that work underneath of them. So you don't want to affect the morale. But this definitely is going to affect the morale, as far as from Xbox, because they've been going through a lot as of late. You know, no games really coming out. You wonder where your money's going with this Xbox. This other device that just came out, what was that little handheld type of thing? And then this hybrid that's supposed to come out next year. I mean, like, the question is, what is Xbox doing? Well, I'll tell you what they doing. They're hiring somebody. Her name is Ashima Sharma. So she's with Microsoft AI department. But what about games? You know what I'm saying? Xbox is a game system. I don't see how she really fits in this role unless this is the whole AI type of thing that they want the computer to basically make games for people, instead of having the artists that develop and make these wonderful worlds that we love to dive in and escape from, you know?
Now I must ask you this. With everything going on, right? Were they in the Epstein files or something?
I don't know. I don't know. It was just one of those things that stuff like this doesn't happen fast like this unless there's a specific reason. We probably won't learn about it until later on. I don't know how long these NDAs are going to be, but people just don't up and quit someplace that they've been in 8 years. And what Phil was up there, Phil did other interviews. He wasn't planning on leaving Xbox, but something came up. So they weren't probably making the revenue that they want with Xbox. Xbox has probably been losing money for a long time, you know, with this Game Pass type of thing, which was the best deal in gaming. beforehand when it was cheaper. Now that $30 a month is a hard ask for a lot of people. That's cable rates back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Now it's Netflix and all this stuff. Cause Netflix is about that high, $26.99 a month or so like that. You know, but it's just funny. Some of these people going into these roles, excuse me, I really don't see far as her benefit, far as with this, unless it's the computer side, far as the AI thing, trying to boost that, because a lot of people are still trying to understand AI and just basically use it to keep that that money machine rolling. They do have somebody else. Matt Booty was promoted as well too. So that's the person that's been with Xbox for a while. I guess to help Ashura. I'm sorry, I'm murdering her name. Where's she at? Ashura Magani. I lost her name. Okay. Ashima Sharmana. Sharma. So it's just funny. Xbox, I don't even know no more as far as the Xbox. What is this new console going to be? What are they doing over there at Xbox? How is this supposed to be beneficial to gamers? You see, because Phil, I want to reflect on Phil a little bit. He's been playing games for a while. He has probably more gamer tag numbers than anybody, you know. So he actually really play these games, unlike some of these other CEOs and all this other stuff with different companies. So he likes what he does.
Mm.
It's hard to give up something that you like to do just to say, hey, okay. Unless the bull crap just got too much, like, man, heck no, I'm not sticking around for that. No, I'm not doing that. He probably said, hey, what about Sarah? She needs to be, I'm leaving, get Sarah. And it was like, no. Then I'm like, man, y'all suck. All these years I gave my company. That's the most valuable thing you do is give people time. Because that's something you can't get back. So don't think your time is not valuable. It is. But yeah, that goes what I think about that. I don't know what Xbox is doing. This new system, I think it's going to crash and burn. I really don't see Xbox really succeeding in the future, as far as with this actual system type of thing. So yeah, Fred, that's all I got, man.
Well, my opinion on that is when you monopolize the playing field, it becomes under one direction. So you're buying all these software, these IPs, and all that other stuff. That really falls under one person. You know, so one person has control to say over everything. So all the games that you're making, you only have one person putting in their opinion of how it should go. Like Bethesda and whoever else. It was much better when they were separate entities. To put unless it's created by Microsoft, one of the Microsoft system, then you should have all the say so. But you shouldn't have all the say so. Just like, Grand Theft Auto, whenever the hell that this shit is going to come out on, because you see it on the PlayStation 5, but you don't see it like anywhere on the Xbox. And it's just like the playing field is off. You're too much in control. It was better in the days. Well, it was way better in the days when you just bought a cartridge and you had to blow into this motherfucker and put it in, and then you played the game.
The shit, gaming. Yep.
Your game was done. Your game was done.
Glitches and all.
With all this shit now, where you have to have internet because they're not giving you a finished product. There are, they're time constraint, and they're putting this shit out here undone because they have to follow certain rules of somebody else without saying, hey, put this finished product out and, let's deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Let's deal with the aftermath. But, we tested it and did all this other stuff. Now it's time for mass production. Not instead of, okay, we're going to do 85% of this game, put it out, and then we're just going to have it up to the patrons to, you know, get the shit going, you know, when they can. You know, let's take a look at Mortal Kombat 1. When you first get this game, you don't have everybody in it. You know, you
got 3 characters.
You have to download
Everybody else.
Everybody. It's not like, you know, you buy Mortal Kombat Trilogy and then you have unlockable. The people are in the game, but you have to unlock. Okay, that's one thing. But not paying for a game that, if you're unfortunate and don't have any type of internet signal, you're living in the mountains of West Virginia or wherever the fuck you're living at, and you just don't have the capability of downloading the rest of the game, you're stuck with whatever you have. And especially if you delete the game off your system because you don't have enough room for it, and then you have to reinstall it because you want to play it again, and the server's down, you're fucked. You know, with Xbox is always going through a phase where they do some good and then they just fuck up. You know, and Xbox is part of a PC world. Xbox is a PC. So I don't understand how you can have the same concept but 2 different factions and 2 different ways to play, right? If you're on PC, you don't have to worry about paying a subscription to play online. But if you're on Xbox, you have to pay a subscription. Y'all are the same fucking company. Microsoft and Xbox. You're the same fucking company. You know, if you play on Game Pass with the same game, you know, Call of Duty or whatever the fuck, if you play it on PC, you don't have to pay to play online. If you play it on Xbox, you have to pay to play this shit online.
Yeah.
So
that's the truth.
I don't know. It's just greed there. It's like you're penalizing people for having an Xbox, but you want it to be in every home.
Yep.
And then you don't put people, you don't put the proper people in positions to make a move, right? You put a dedicated gamer in those points of positions that's dealing with the decision of gamers. You make sure that they are, you know, playing online and engaging with other gamers. You don't just put a random, you know, person up there that don't even know how to fucking turn on the Xbox, or haven't had just got an Xbox X. They didn't have an OG back in the day. They didn't even have a fucking Atari. You know, you have to have to make these type of decisions with gaming. You have to have some sort of background with gaming. You know, whether you can, like checkers. You can be a motherfucker that played checkers all your life. You know what I'm saying? Or Connect 4, Hangman, or Hide and Go Seek, or something that dealt with gaming. I mean, that's a game. You know what I'm saying? Something that's dealing with gaming, and then it's a plus if you play like the Commodore 64, the Atari 2600, the Atari computer. You know, you have to have all this type of information in order to make decision for gamers now. You know what I'm saying? You just can't put people in places that have degrees. School, I give it. School, you go to school, you go to college and shit, and you earn these degrees, but a college, fuck any college. Life experience is what gives you a fucking actual real degree. Not reading the textbook of one-sided person that wrote that book and said A, B, and C, that's how the way it goes. That ain't how the fucking way it goes. Life, if you experience that shit, that's the fucking way it goes. Not that bullshit that you read in textbooks. Not the bullshit that you read in high school or grade school or college or, you know, advanced college. None of that shit don't matter. Life experience matters. None of that textbook shit does. Because, like I said again, a textbook is written by one individual, and that's their opinion of how the shit goes. If you experience this shit in life, you've experienced it, shit. You know what I'm saying? You experience having to blow inside the fucking cockroach. and put that shit in a little bit and then force it down in order for it to come on. You experience having to put another game inside that motherfucker to get it to come on.
Yep.
You had the experience of leaving your Nintendo on all fucking week because you couldn't save the game, so you didn't want to lose your place playing Super Mario Brothers 3. You had that experience. You had that experience of your 32X, your Sega and your Sega CD, and
all that stuff that people stack.
They didn't have power strips like they did back in the day. They didn't have those. They had the thin ass little dollar store where you had one plug on or two plugs on one side and one plug on the other one, and all these shits was like multiple bricks, and you just had a fire hazard in the back of your fucking entertainment center.
Yep.
These are shits that you have to experience in order. And then going back to this Xbox shit, I don't know, man. They like it. I love it. I don't know if they're going to be successful with this next
leadership. I don't know.
Xbox XZGX TV, whatever the fuck they gonna call it, because they're gonna fuck the name up again. They're gonna fuck the name up again.
They are.
I don't know what they're gonna call it. They should call it.
Look, the first name Xbox came up with was the very first one. That's it. Then they just had to keep X up in it. Xbox 360, Xbox 380, or whatever the heck it was called. Xbox Next, Xbox on Xbox, Xbox S, Xbox X. This is gonna be Xbox YZ.
Name it Xbox 2027. If it's coming out, so we know Xbox 27. Xbox 27.
Xbox 27.
Mike, they may take that. Right? Notice we said that first.
That's right. Here at the Gamer Show, copyrighted.
Copyright.
YouTube copyright.
Yes. Poor man's copyright. We said it first. Xbox 25. I mean Xbox 27.
Oh man! All right, that's enough about that crap, Fred. Like always, you guys can hit us up at thagamersshow@gmail.com. That's the Gamer Show with an A. Don't forget to head over to Facebook store page. Don't forget to hit that bell when we drop videos like these. Tell people about what we do here at the Gamer Show.
And y'all know we're over on TikTok, so please go over there and give us a follow. And follow us on all our social medias. And we'll see you next time on WWTF.
We want the facts.
The Gamer Show.
See you next time. Keep watching as always. Thanks for tuning in. Later, y'all.
Later.